Hey there everyone, what's up and welcome back to NuxeeShow. Although stunt performers are often underrated when it comes to recognition in award shows, complex stunts in action films have always amazed a wide range of audience. From the Mission Impossible to James Bond, the past decade has granted us some unforgettable daring scenes. In this list, we'll be exploring the top 10 craziest movie stunts. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Alright, now let's begin. Number 10. Fight on top of a moving train. This opening scene from the film Skyfall, which is regarded as one of the Bond's best movies of all time, is quite intense to say the least. After Bond and his team chase Patrice, who has stolen a hard drive containing the identities of undercover M16 agents, Patrice and Bond find themselves in a nail-biting fight at the top of a real moving train. As it continues moving on the railway situated on a bridge built high up a river, Moneypenny aims to shoot Patrice from far away via a sniper rifle. But the bullet ends up hitting Bond just when the train is about to enter the tunnel. Number 9. Dragging a waltz through the streets of Rio. By the time Fast 5 hit the cinemas in April 2011, ordinary streetcar stunts and regular racing action was not engaging enough anymore, and a completely new era had begun, which transitioned the series more towards crazy car heist and spying. This comes as no surprise to the franchise fans that with every part of the Fast series, the intensity of action and stunts shown continued to escalate. During the famous wall scene, yet another incredible chase was showcased, and the work that went into filming the scene is in fact mind-blowing. Since the heavy vault could not just be screeched on the road to destroy everything in its path, it actually contained a truck inside which drove it in a way that it still appeared effortless and natural. Number 8. Hallway Dream Fight. Although watching Inception requires the same level of concentration as taking a quantum physics class, this movie is hailed by critics as a masterpiece. Besides the remarkable concept behind the film, one of the most memorable aspects for the viewers is the dizzying dream scene where a fight takes place in a rotating hallway. Despite the fact that it could be done otherwise, director Christopher Nolan wanted to keep things real, so the scene was shot in an actual rotating room. Considering the complexity involved, it makes sense that this unique stunt scene is said to have taken 3 weeks to shoot and required almost 500 crew members to make sure everything goes as planned. It was all worth it since the result is beyond amazing. Number 7. The Landmines. Next on the list is this stunt from The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Jennifer Lawrence's portrayal of Katniss Everdeen in this scene is nothing short of praiseworthy, as she along with District 7 are forced to flee when they rebel against the authorities. While moving, they activate an entire landmine which results in the killing of several peacekeepers. Although a major chunk of the scene relied on CGI, the strategic jumping and running were real. Needless to say, it takes great skill to throw yourself like a body that's been in an explosion for real. Number 6. The Polecat Scene. Belonging to the 2015 action-adventure film Mad Max Fury Road, the Polecat Scene contributes to one of the most insane stunts from the last decade. Shockingly enough, it did not use any CGI. Instead, thanks to the stunt coordinator Guy Norris's idea, there were 150 stuntmen involved, and the entire scene shot in Namibian desert took 8 weeks of preparation. Number 5. Hallway Fights. Despite the majority of action sequences in the raid being shot in a single high-rise building, the fight scenes look as real as ever. From the way punches landed to the way bones broke and bodies collapsed on the floor, here's why. Actual martial artists, some of whom had never been in front of rolling cameras before, were hired for the stunt scenes. Number 4. Seoul Car Chase. The Seoul car chase scene from Black Panther was actually done by a real stuntman who wore a Black Panther suit. Contrary to the popular belief, some superhero movies do involve actual stuntmen instead of heavily relying on CGI, and this scene is the perfect example. In the film, this car chase takes place in the South Korean city of Seoul, where we see T'Challa riding on top of a speeding Lexus LS 500F Sport. Number 3. Falling from the Roof. The 2019 action film John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum made almost $327 million at the box office, and the performance delivered by Keanu Reeves was surely a major reason. The franchise altogether holds quite a few impressive stunts, but this scene surely tops them all. As the movie approaches its end, Wick falls from the roof in a way that his body twists and repeatedly gets tossed between balconies of adjacent buildings. In order to neutralize the impact of the fall and to prevent any possible injuries, the stuntman was equipped with well-cushioned rubber pads. Number 2. Rescuing Bane from a Plane. Directed by Christopher Nolan, the final film of the Dark Knight trilogy, Dark Knight Rises, shows an exceptional scene in the opening when the supervillain Bane is getting rescued from a plane where he's held captive. Although it seems like the scene would be impossible to shoot in real life, it involves a group of stuntmen shifting from one plane to the next before the previous one crashed down below. Number 1. Climbing the Burj Khalifa. Needless to say, the Mission Impossible franchise is known for its flawless action sequences, and when we talk about Cruise's performances, well, he's the king of death-defying stunts. While filming Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, the actor was suspended on a harness about 1,700 feet above the ground while shooting the scene where he was climbing the Burj Khalifa. Battling external factors such as strong winds was quite hard, which is why the crew as well as the director Brad Bird was seriously nervous. These movie stunts have set the bar quite high for upcoming and future action films. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, so it's never too late, give it a thumbs up, people. We will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.